Coming up on News Live at 6, it's the Day of the Dead, how it's being celebrated here on the Hill.
Plus, are you a trendsetter here on campus? You just might be without even knowing it.
And the latest on the race for Onondaga County Executive, the two candidates sparring again last night. We'll break it all down just ahead. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Welcome into News Live at 6. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Olivia Maniscalco.
And I'm Bradley Hoppenstein.
New at 6 tonight, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is upon us here at SU. Celebrations have been happening and will continue through tonight. Citrus TV reporter Jackson Breslin gives us a look into how some students and staff are honoring the lives of those no longer here.
All right, and Olivia, we'll try to get back to Jackson if we can, having some technical issues. We'll try to bring you that story when we can. New details now, though, on a photography Instagram account run by SU students. The account that takes candid photos of students on campus has gained hundreds of followers just in the past 2 weeks, Olivia. Let's go to Citrus TV's Leah Cohn now, who's joining us in studio tonight. Leah, this is something that's still gaining a lot of traction. So why are these photos being taken?
That's right, Bradley. If you dress up in your most trendy fits for class, you might have been posted on their Instagram page, Syracuse Fits. Since the end of September, photographer SU senior Jamari McNabb sits outside the Shine Student Center taking candid photos of outfits that he says catches his eye and stands out from the rest. The television, radio, and film student says he does not consider himself to be a photographer, but he has received positive feedback from many students.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was kind of surprised, like, the way, like, you could see, like, the likes going up, like, really fast, or, like, I guess he's getting, like, about, I'd say 1,000 since we started, like, followers, so, I don't know. I just like the feedback, you know, like, seeing that people are happy and, like, looking forward to it, so.
Jamari was inspired to take these photos after seeing the famous Instagram account Watching New York that posts photos of what people wear on the daily in Manhattan. He asked his friend, SU sophomore Dwayne Tillman, to make his then inactive fashion account, Syracuse Fits. Dwayne chooses which photos to post on their page based on his own preference of photography and fashion.
I just really look for like really good photos, but then also like just like coordination. Also like if it really goes together, like I really like it. It is like kind of like based on me, but like at the same time, like I can acknowledge like when like stuff is like really good. So I just like, yeah.
Dwayne told us Syracuse Fits will continue taking photos of students and creating theme posts throughout the semester. Now make sure to check out their Instagram stories to know what outfits they are looking for each week and when you can spot Jamari outside of Shine.
Thank you, Leah. If you're a student looking to get another dose of the COVID vaccine, appointments are now open here on campus. The Barnes Center will host 2 clinics over the next week. The first is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to noon, and at the same place next Friday, November 9th, from 1 to 4 p.m. You can check your patient portal for more appointment times. The Barnes Center says ability to pay is not a barrier to getting a shot.
Well, it's that time of year. This weekend, SU is welcoming families back to campus, and there are plenty of events slated on the calendar. Take a look at your screen right now for the events going on tomorrow. There's the Veterans Creative Arts Competition at 10 at the Veterans Center, an art display by Onondaga ceramic artist Peter Jones, info sessions for students who want to go abroad or live off campus, and a Cuse Tank pitch competition modeled off of the popular show Shark Tank. Citrus TV will have full coverage of Family Weekend starting tomorrow night on News Live at 6. And early voting has already started in local elections, but some candidates are still making their case to voters. The final debate in the race for Onondaga County Executive was held on Wednesday. Citrus TV's Peter Elliott tells us what they wanted voters to know.
He's got one way of looking at it, I got a different way of looking at it.
Head to head, one final time. With the election less than a week away, candidates for Onondaga County Executive trading blows and viewpoints.
Yeah, I think overall it's about vision for the community.
Tackling hot-button issues like infrastructure and the economy in a debate hosted by CNY Central on Wednesday. Republican Ryan McMahon seeks a second term. He's challenged by Democrat Bill Kinney. The debate pitting the two candidates against each other in an arena they both know well, the chambers of the Onondaga County Legislature. When in session, Kinney sits right there as a legislator representing the 15th District. And when he was chairman of the body, McMahon sat right there.
Certainly used to lively debates here, and so today's debate was nice. It was good to get back to the chambers.
McMahon left those chambers after being elected county executive in 2019. COVID shut down the world shortly into his first term. He takes pride in his leadership during the tribulations of the pandemic.
Our management of the 100-year pandemic that took down a governor and took down a president.
As well as the triumph of the Micron deal.
This is our generation's Erie Canal moment.
But Kinney says he hasn't enjoyed working with McMahon.
He's absolutely a bully and a dictator.
He says the county executive has taken too much credit for bringing Micron to Central New York.
It absolutely would have happened without him. To think otherwise is foolishness. He happened to be in the county executive seat at the time, and we worked for it. But up until recently, he still said he was everything, did everything.
McMahon pushing back, saying that Kinney hindered the county's ability to develop the site that the chip manufacturer eventually chose.
County Legislator Kinney didn't support that and voted against funding for White Pine twice, and that funding is what was needed to turn it into a mega site.
McMahon and Kinney at odds over the past, present, and future of Onondaga County. In Syracuse, Peter Elliott, Citrus TV News.
Thank you, Peter. Well, Bradley, it is officially cold outside.
It is. I feel like Halloween is the threshold. Once you get past Halloween, there's no turning back. It's just going to keep getting colder, Olivia.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's winter already. But let's head out to Citrus TV's weather deck for more on the weather from Max Williams.
Yeah, guys, it is definitely very cold out right now. Very different than it was last week when it was almost 70 degrees. But Syracuse sitting at 45 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Now, we do have a wind speed of about 10 miles per hour, which is going to make those temperatures feel a lot colder than what they really are. So we do have a wind chill temperature about 40 degrees. Now, looking at temperatures across the region, Central New York is very chilly right now. The lowest in Cortland at 37 degrees, and just right above it in Ithaca and Binghamton at 40 degrees, but still the highest right now in Syracuse at 45 degrees. Now, as we go into tonight, temperatures are not going to drop too much. Only the lowest once we reach 11 at 37 degrees. Should be a pretty clear night, not expecting for any showers, no snow showers, but you are going to want to wear that jacket if you do plan on going out because it is going to be very chilly out. Guys, I'll send it back over to you in studio.
Thank you, Max. It's cold, but hey, at least it's not snowing. New at 6 tonight, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is upon us here at SU. Celebrations have been happening and will continue through tonight. Citrus TV reporter Jackson Breslin gives us a look into how some students and staff are honoring the lives of those no longer here.
It's a holiday unlike any other. The Day of the Dead began yesterday, and the Syracuse community was ready to celebrate.
The event is to remember all the people who died, people who you appreciate and you want to share again, that you want them to come back to Earth, to come and share the real life again. So we set up an altar where we can bring all the things that they used to eat, they used to drink, and also we have many different symbols as part of the altar.
Socorro Kaseki is a Spanish professor at Syracuse who helped coordinate the event. Originating in Mexico, the Day of the Dead combines Aztec rituals with Spanish Catholicism to celebrate loved ones who have passed away.
I think as the time goes by, we give more respect to them, we value more our ancestors and the things that they used to do.
While it may seem grim, Professor Kaseki explained why she enjoys the holiday so much.
I love to remember the people who I miss.
The event served as a way to spread Mexican culture to those who may be unfamiliar.
We are a strong culture that we have something so valuable to share with in this world, so I think that's the most important thing.
And while it may be gloomy outside here in Syracuse, inside, the celebration was full of culture and color. Reporting in Syracuse on the Day of the Dead, I'm Jackson Breslin, Citrus TV News.
Thank you, Jackson. Lemoyne College is saying cheers to a new partnership with a local brewing company. They're teaming up with Myers Creek in Cazenovia to whip up a Lemoyne-themed beer. The drink will be for sale starting next year, and profits will go towards the Lemoyne College Fund that raises money for the school's wellness programs. No name has been decided yet for the beer. That's being left up to students in the business school at Lemoyne, but the public will also have a chance to give their input.
All right, Olivia, I can't wait to see what the name turns out to be. Well, as the holiday season draws closer, some in the community are already in the giving spirit. A tractor trailer filled with free food will be at the Mary Nelson Youth Center tomorrow morning. It's being donated by the G&C Foods in Syracuse. There will be 35 different sections of food, including cereal, muffin mix, and granola bars, just to name a few. Organizers say there are no income requirements. The giveaway starts tomorrow at noon at the center on South Salina Street at the address on the bottom of your screen.
School officials say 2 high school students in Baldwinsville were targets of sextortion over Snapchat. The students were reportedly hacked by someone outside the school district who threatened to release explicit photos if the students did not pay them. Sextortion is defined by the FBI as any act of coercion online where explicit photos are shared. The incidents are being investigated by the Onondaga County Sheriff's Office and the New York State Police.
31 people are being arrested tonight after Syracuse police say they busted 2 narcotic rings in central and northern New York. State Attorney General Letitia James says the dealers were arrested for possessing more than $300,000 worth of heroin and fentanyl in 5 counties, including Onondaga. The AG says some of the drugs were produced in the Bronx and then sold to gangs in Syracuse. Authorities seized over 150,000 envelopes of fentanyl in the drug bust.
Officials are investigating the cause of a house fire on the city's north side last night. Authorities say the vacant home burst into flames just after 5. The smoke could be seen for miles and blanketed parts of downtown Syracuse. Fire officials say nobody inside the house was hurt, but incidents like this continue to raise concerns about abandoned houses in the neighborhood.
Now to the latest on the trial of Anthony Waldron that was delayed today. An Oswego County judge has approved an extreme risk protection order application. They're filed when it's believed that a person is at risk of harming themselves. This all happened after police say Waldron attempted suicide and consumed so much Tylenol his body became unresponsive. Waldron was on trial after he was accused of the death of his 17-year-old son Jordan Brooks in 2021. Brooks died of malnourishment and sepsis. The trial will resume on Monday morning.
Cornell University is canceling classes tomorrow for, quote, extraordinary stress on the campus community in the wake of those anti-Semitic death threats being posted online over the weekend. Making the threats of violence against Jewish students appeared in federal court yesterday. It's the latest in a string of anti-Semitic threats on college campuses across the country.
And Election Day is under a week away, and the city of Oneida is looking to add a new position this year. Proposition 3 on the ballot will allow for voters to elect whether or not they want a city manager. It's something city officials brought up to residents during a forum last night. Oneida officials say the manager would work with department heads on day-to-day operations and that it's needed as the city continues to grow. Oneida currently has a part-time mayor, and if the measure passes, the Common Council will begin the search for candidates soon. And when we return, the latest on the Trump civil fraud trials, what the former president's sons said in court today.
And a legendary group bowing out with one final track. What went into creating the finale on the other side?
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Bradley Hoppenstein, Olivia Maniscalco, and Max Williams. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Former President Trump's two eldest sons are testifying in their father's New York City fraud case. The New York Attorney General's office is investigating both of the sons' involvement in creating financial documents to help inflate their father's net worth.
Today in court, Eric Trump testified he was never personally aware of his father's business financial condition and did not work on any of the financials. The Attorney General's office believes he must have been aware of documents showing the condition. The case threatens Trump's ability to do business in New York. Trump is expected to testify next week. In the latest now in New York City, the FBI raided the home of the chief fundraiser for New York City Mayor Eric Adams this morning. Adams was on his way to meet with members of the Biden administration on the migrant crisis when his plane turned around and headed back to the city.
When asked to comment on the return, the Adams campaign said he had to address, quote, a matter. There was no mention of whether that was related to the FBI raid. The mayor's campaign counsel said Adams was not contacted as part of the inquiry.
And here comes the sun one last time. The Beatles today releasing their final song. The track is called Now and Then, and according to band members, it's been in the works for quite some time. Now and Then was recorded in the 1970s and is being reconstructed from a vocal demo recorded by John Lennon. The group worked on the song together, but shelved it after some frustration.
But now, decades later, it's finally being released. And AI is helping. The original track had some muffled sound, but some new computer software is helping the track become as it was originally envisioned. Can't wait to hear it, Olivia.
And coming up, game day is upon us. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Here's to the straggly ones, the lopsided ones, the first ones, the I miss my beard ones. And hey, I look good with this ones. But no way he's grown that in a week ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. That one. The itchy ones. The never forgotten ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The started late ones. The absolutely filthy ones. The drawn-on ones, the finger ones, the pin ones, the I nearly didn't do it this year ones, and the yeah, why not ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News. Well, game day is tomorrow and it's Parents' Weekend. So if you plan on tailgating, this is the weather forecast for you. This is the tailgating forecast. So tomorrow, closer to the game, it's going to be partly sunny skies, 54 degrees. So here are some things I think you should know or will need before the game. So a heavy winter jacket, I don't think that's going to be necessary. It's not going to be that warm, and you're not going to want to bring that into the game. I would recommend more of a light jacket and pants, maybe a winter hat if your ears do get cold. And my favorite game is cornhole, so it's a perfect cornhole weather. So if you do have a cornhole, you should definitely bring it out. And of course, some hot food and some hot drinks, to forget about those chillier temperatures.
So here's a look at the storm system for Sunday. Just a little bit of rain hitting our area there. Just some scattered showers. This will most likely be late morning to early afternoon hours. Now here's a quick look at your 5-day forecast. Tomorrow looking beautiful for game day and for tailgating. Partly sunny skies tomorrow. Your weekend looking nice. Saturday looking like the best. Sunday chance for some showers. Looking ahead to your following week, showers to start off the week, and we're back down into the 40s once we reach Tuesday. Guys.
Coming up, there's a new trivia answer to the question, what teams have won at least one World Series? Catch that, some Syracuse soccer and basketball news, and more after the break.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Hey there, Citrus TV rolls back along. Jesse Cook with you with some sports. If you're like me, you can name every single World Series winner ever. Fact check me on that, I can. Well, there's one more team on that list now. The Rangers had 0 titles before taking down the Diamondbacks last night. Before we see how it happened, let's reflect on what preceded this historic occasion. So Texas won, and that comes after they were 1 strike away from beating the Cardinals before David Freese tied it up. Cardinals went on to win that series. Heartbreak for Texas. A pitcher's duel early on in this one. Eovaldi and Gallen going at it. Zach Gallen had a no-hitter until the 7th. Rangers opened up the scoring here. Mitch Garver, an RBI single. 1-0 Texas in the 7th. That lead would hold. Move on to the 9th. A 2-run single. I feel bad for Alec Thomas. He hit that huge home run to keep the Diamondbacks alive against the Phillies. A botch there, and Marcus Semien, nail in the coffin, a Texas-sized home run. The Rangers on top of the world. That would do it. 5-0 the final. Listen to the radio call.
Spores kicks and fires. He struck him out looking. It's over. It's over.
Listen to that excitement for Texas. Well, first World Series in 52 years as a franchise for them, and moving back here. Postseason play happened right back in Syracuse as well. SU men's soccer hosted NC State after the two finished a match near the end of the regular season with a 1-1 draw a week and a half prior. Some unfinished business. Much like the World Series, this did not end in a close game. So, first round of the ACC tournament. Syracuse, NC State, 25th minute. Gabriel McKenna, what a strike. 1-0 SU. Keep it going. First half, this guy hadn't scored all year. Daniel Diaz-Bonilla, the grad student, with his first point of the season, and it comes in the postseason. 4-0. Here he is again. 5-0 Syracuse, the final. Just like that World Series game, Diaz-Bonilla makes it count. Syracuse back in action against Virginia on Friday. On the gridiron, Syracuse football has Boston College tomorrow night. Last season, SU lost 5 in a row before ending the skid with a win at BC. If the Orange want to avoid another 5-game losing streak, they've got to take down those same Eagles. The month-and-a-half-long winless drought has SU head coach Dino Babers defending his job.
My thing to the fans is this, and it's not about my job. My thing is about these players playing well and playing to the utmost of their ability, and me trying our best as a staff to help them.
In each of the last 5 seasons, SU has undergone at least one losing streak of at least 3 contests. It's 4 in a row right now, 5 straight last year, and the longest was 8 consecutive losses in 2021. Basketball is back at Syracuse. The Orange played their second and final preseason affair last night, and it was a rout. SU crushed Division II school St. Rose 86-61, and center Naheem McLeod put his size and his power on full display. This guy is big, he is good, he is strong. We got the dunk counter going. There's 1, there's 2 on the alley-oop. He was perfect from the field, 6 for 6. 5 of them off of slam-o-rama dunks like that. Alley-oop from Quadir Copeland. He makes it count. 7'4" Naheem McLeod. Now, if you want to know how big 7'4" really is, well, these boxes in front of me are 1.5 feet tall. I'm 5'7", and I'm still a little bit shorter than Naheem McLeod. So let me hop off my soapbox here and talk about what's going on in the pros. Tonight, there's hockey all over the place. For the Rangers, it's a Metro Division juggernaut matchup with the Hurricanes. New York has won 4 in a row. Carolina has 3 straight. Islanders have the Capitals, and those are 2 underpowered offenses, both of them in the bottom 10 in scoring. But in Newark, it's the other way around. The Devils and Wild are both going in the right direction, both of them in the top 10 in goals per game, both over 3.5. So lots happening on the Hill and in New York State. That's it for right now.
Jesse, thank you. I hope maybe he'll let me borrow one of those boxes. I'm not the tallest guy myself.
Maybe. Let's hope.
Well, when we come back, Max Williams with one last look at your weather.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back. When you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be 44 degrees, so it's pretty chilly, so make sure before you step out the door, you grab that jacket. Guys.
All right, Max, thank you so much. Well, we're out of time, Olivia.
I hate when that happens.
Well, that's it for Citrus TV Live at 6 on this Thursday night.
Don't forget, you can follow us on social media on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Olivia Maniscalco.
For Jesse Cook and Max Williams as well, I'm Bradley Hoppenstein. Have a great night, Syracuse.